All right. So, welcome to all the newbies. For anybody who doesn't know me, I'm Chantel, and excuse me, I'm a triple diamond with our company, and I am so excited. I want everybody, if you are new, if you can drop a one in the chat. I am so excited. I love doing newbie Zooms, and I know that we're going to have a lot of newbies on this morning, because some of you got to get started during that promo on Friday. And this is something that, when I got first started, I paid $100 to get started. And I actually started one time before too. And so knowing that I paid that $100 and what it's done for our family, and knowing that you all, if you got started on Friday or yesterday, you got to get started for either $20 or $49. And that is such an incredible deal, because you just bought your own business. And if you think about it, with all of these, I remember, I'll never forget this like big truck driving on this down the street, and it said, free loans for business to up to $10,000. And I was like, that's crazy. Like, people get into debt immediately when they start a new business. And what's really cool about this is that you either, whether it was 20, 50, 39, 100, whatever you paid, you get to make that money back because of what they give you when you get started in your kit. And I'll get to all of that, but I'm just super excited. Welcome to the team, Hannah and Kristen and Danielle. I'm super excited for you guys. So first and foremost, I want to just kind of give you kind of what to expect things. So with this type of business, you're going to have a lot of resources, and really it's up to you on whether or not you want to use them. And, we all want you to succeed. We all want you to just shoot for the moon. And we just can't make you get onto these trainings. So good for you on that, because it's up to you to learn. If you want to be a lawyer, you got to go to college and you got to show up to class, and you've got to make sure you're studying and doing all those things. That this is kind of no different. You want to learn everything about it and all you can learn. When I first started, I remember never wanting to miss a training, because I wanted to just fill myself with all of the knowledge and know all the things. And something that I was told when I first started too was to find somebody who is at the rank. So I'll show you guys our average income chart in a second, but find somebody who is actually at that rank, making the amount of money that you would like to make, and follow them. You want to find somebody that you can, a leader, you want to follow a leader that you can even relate to. And there's a lot of them on this team. So when you're in our team pages and our team chats, kind of look around, and on this Zoom, you can see a few people that are actually not new, that they show up to these newbie trainings. Because even if you're in the business, for example, Joanna, she's on here. She has been in the business for now it's what, 3.5 years, and she never misses a newbie training. She's a double diamond. She is, always showing up, and there's a reason for it. And I always get on as many Zooms as possible, and there's so many. So with that being said, because there are so many, I don't want any of you to get overwhelmed with that. And so when you see all of these trainings all over the place all week, that's because we want to make sure that we offer some sort of resource for everybody's schedule, because everybody's schedule is different. And the beauty of this business is that you get to work it within your schedule. So when you're looking at the Zooms, and I'm going to give you guys some of the ones that are weekly, put them in a planner. So I suggest getting a planner, and then put down like which ones you're going to make sure you're going to be on. And when you write those things down, just make it kind of like a mental note of, okay, this is booked. Like if my friend wants me to go out for lunch, and it's during this Zoom, I have to tell her no. And that's one thing that's like that discipline. It's kind of hard, because usually we go to a job and they're like, you got to be here at this time, and then you get to leave at this time, you get to break at this time. And we're just used to listening to somebody tell us what to do and when to be somewhere. And so with this, it's like, you've got to have that discipline of going, okay, I can either choose to be on this and benefit my business and pour into myself, or I can do that. I can tell you right now, there are so many times, especially over summer, where I want, I hear the giggles and stuff in the backyard, and I'm like, okay, but if I go out there, I might get distracted. Now, I love that I can go out there and go hang out with my family, but I also know that if I want to actually focus And if it's a matter of like, I'm getting distracted somewhere, or, you know, I want to go, my mom will invite me to lunch all the time. And she's like, you're always like working. I'm like, no, you invite me when your days off on your days off. And that's when I'm working. I have to sacrifice. And sometimes you're going to have to do that. And it's okay. And we say sacrifice, but it's more of like a trade-off. You know, you think about what you could be doing. Maybe it's going to the mall, going to lunch with friends or whatever, or you could be benefiting your business and learning and doing something to put towards your business. So the time that you want to put towards your business is really going to determine what you're going to get paid, because you really get to determine your paycheck. And when I say that, you could, you know, you could sit here, I could sit here in my office for 5 hours and just be like scrolling on Facebook and just like, I'm working, but I'm not actually working. I'm just kind of like feeling like I'm working because I'm on my phone. But that's where you want to make sure that the time, if you are on a tight schedule, if you have a busy schedule, that you make sure that the time that you set to like sit down and go, okay, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to get 20 host posts up. If you don't know what host post is, don't worry, we'll get to that. But if, you know, you're going to go, I'm going to do this for 20 minutes and I have no distractions, you know, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm not going to do anything else. And so you want to find those little times of like little pockets in your day, if you are busy, where you're going to be very, very dedicated to that time. It's like intentional time. This is what I'm going to do. Okay. So next thing, so if you haven't yet, you really want to make your first post on Facebook. And here's what the whole Facebook thing is. Like, you want to, Facebook, social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, any of those platforms are the best way to reach people. And especially with what we're going on with right now, and how I know a few places are opening up, but we used to have events like in all the different cities, and we used to throw like rap parties, and I wasn't the biggest fan of the rap parties, but I did meet some incredible people by throwing them. I remember hosting a couple and nobody showed up, and I was like, well, I guess I'll just keep doing it, because back then it was something that we did, but we don't really do those anymore, so at all. So now it's kind of everything's online, which is great, because with social media, you can reach anybody. So if you feel like you're not really, you don't know very many people, or maybe you don't have very many friends on Facebook yet, don't worry. We're going to teach you how to grow your network, and you're going to be able to get, customers. You're going to meet new people, and we're going to help you do that. But you want to make your first post on Facebook because you want people to know what you're doing. You want to let them know you just got started with a new business. And when you look at your Facebook or your Instagram, um, you know, I refer to one of my best friends, because she's not a distributor, and I can always use her as an example. She is a share queen, okay? And she would be she would be very difficult to break the habit of the share button, because if you go to her Facebook page, every single post is a shared post from somebody else's page. You know how you find a really cool recipe and you're like, ooh, share it to my page. Find a fun quote, you share it to your page. Find puppies eating bubbles, share it to your page. And what happens if you do that, now that you've got this business, your Facebook is not going to be like taken over by this business. But what you do want to try to avoid is sharing any posts to your page, just because of a few reasons. Your posts that you actually post are going to get kind of lost in between those, okay? And so if somebody goes to your page and you have all these shared posts on your page, they're going to have to scroll down all the way, and hopefully they don't get distracted by the puppies eating bubbles, and off to somebody else's page they go, and they finally scroll down and see your post. So what you want to make sure when you look at your page, and I want you to know, you don't go into your page and delete everything right now. Don't delete anything you've had on your page until now. Like, just leave it all as is. You're new, and this is where you start. We all started somewhere. But just like looking forward, what you want to see on your page is who you are, what you do, and what you love, things you do for fun. So for me, if somebody scrolls and looks at the last 10 posts on my page, I want them to know that I'm a mom. I want them to know that I love outdoors. I love hanging out outside. And I want them to know that I have an opportunity and a business that they can either purchase products from me or get started as a distributor. So you just want people to know who you are. You don't want your page to be like a QVC ad of just like all these like products. So you want to kind of keep it balanced. So let's say you post something and you're like, I've got these samples, and that's your post. And then the next post, you say, I'm looking for a few people who want to get started working from home. Then maybe the next post, you might want to post something about you, because people are going to buy you before they buy anything else. You know, they want to get to know you. They want to know who you are, what you're about, and they want to build that trust. And with that, you know, you want that consistency, because you could see something one time and then just kind of forget about it. But if you're posting consistently and people start to see you consistently, then they're going to start remembering you, and they're going to remember those posts. And then when they are thinking, oh, you know, I could really use some longer hair this summer, they're going to remember that post you did about hair, skin, and nails, because you're constantly posting and you're consistent, and they're seeing you and they know your face and they just know who to go to. But posting is just super important, and you want it to look good. And so when I say that, your first post might not look good as far as like, maybe they're a little like, I don't know, newbie-ish, I say. If you looked at my first posts, they're super funny. I love when I get my, like, when I'm coming around to my anniversary, because, oh man, they were bad. They were like green, lime green, like these crazy looking colors and pictures. And I was just, they were silly, but it was fine, because I was starting somewhere and it didn't have to be perfect. And I was able to show other people that you don't have to be perfect to do this. You don't have to have experience to do this. You don't have to post perfect to do this. You can do this no matter who you are, no matter what experience you have. And you're showing other people, okay, I mean, I could do that. And so, you know, when you look at other people, so maybe you go to my page and you're like, oh, that's like, she takes really good pictures, or she has really good posts, or whatever it is. That's because I have 4.5 years of experience of failing and messing up posts and doing all the things. But I will say this, a lot less people might be able to relate to that than they are to you. So you really have an advantage as a new distributor to show people that you're new and maybe you don't know all of the things, but you're still just doing it, and you're showing them that they can do it too. So make sure that you have posted your first post. And if you haven't yet and you need a template, just ask the person who enrolled you, or go to your team chat and just say, hey, can somebody send me a template? If you've already kind of posted, maybe you've posted about host to host, or you've posted about your samples, that's okay. But I think it's a really great idea to introduce yourself and make that first post. And then also you want to make sure you want to download if you haven't yet, the Connect app and our sample app, because those are two apps that we use. The sample one is going to be the one that you're going to use to send samples out. And when you started, you got 7 credits loaded into your sampler app right away. Those are for you to use as you want. You can sell all 7 samples for $15 or $20. And how that works is you're going to, let's say I come to you and I'm like, I want to get a sample. You're going to let me know, okay, great, they're $20. This is the information I need, which is your name, your email, your shipping address, and your phone number. And then you let them know how they can pay you. This is whether you like Cash App or Venmo or Zelle or Facebook Pay or Apple Pay or PayPal, whatever you use. And they're just going to pay you. That money goes straight to you. That's all yours. And then you go into your sample app and you just send that sample out. And the company, you'll put their information in, you click send, and you use 1 credit. And you can they can either get the Skinny Brew or our Sleepy Tea, and you just click send, and the company ships it directly to them. You don't pay for shipping, you don't pay for any of that. It goes right to them. With those 7, so these are what they look like. There is the coffee one. They're super cute. And the coffee one looks like this. And when they open it up, they're going to have the 3-day samples. That one's our Skinny Brew. And then our Sleepy Tea is the same, 3 samples in there. And they can pick either or. If I were you, I would send at least one of these to yourself, because you're going to be able to have it in your hand. You're going to be able to take pictures with it and post that on social media. There's something different about just seeing a picture of this like on a counter. You know, you're going to use those. There's a lot of them out there and they're great, especially because how many times, you know, can you really take a picture this way and this way and this way and this way? You know, there are some different pictures that you can use where you'll maybe have a cup of the Skinny Brew, or you'll have a cup of the tea, or any of our other products, you know, holding our slimming gummies in your hand, whatever it is. But this gives you something to actually show them you actually have this in your hand. It's something about the marketing idea where they're like, okay, I see her, she actually has it. So I don't know, they kind of look, it actually exists, she's holding it, kind of thing. So definitely send one of these to yourself, one or both. I know a few of my girls have sent some to themselves, and then yeah, you have, Kristen, and I know Tara's not on here right now, but she sent one to her fiance, to herself. And so when you do that, definitely try the actual coffee, but a little trick so that you can keep using this for like a photo prop, cut the bottom of the packet. That way you can kind of hide that bottom, and you can stick this back on and it looks like it's still there, but you've tried it. So those are our Skinny Brew samplers. You can send them to yourself, send them to people, you can sell them. I don't know if it was it Kristen or Tara, somebody was sending it to their aunt, and that's fine. You can just send it to, if you have somebody you're like, I don't want them to have to pay, they don't have to pay you can give them out, you can save them as gifts or whatever you want to do, but you do have 7, and it's $140 worth of samples, and you can make as much as you'd like. If you want to just send 5 out, then you can make $100. Either way, you're able to make that money back that you use to get started with the business. And then next thing, you want to make sure you log into eSuite. Your eSuite is like a back office. It is really cool because I remember when I worked at Hooters, and I remember having to enter in for my manager, like the sales and all this stuff. Nothing was just automatically uploaded for you. But with this, on your eSuite, you can just kind of poke around in there. Everything's going to look super crazy. You're not going to know what any of it looks like. I don't think it became familiar to me until after a month or so. But just kind of go in there, and what the company does is they automatically update everything for you in your back office. So if you have a customer who orders, you're going to see it in your back office. If you start enrolling your teammates and you have new distributors on your team and they get new customers, you're going to see it on your back office. And in your eSuite, you're going to want to fill out right away. And if you log in and you see a bar at the top that says tax forms, that means that you haven't filled out your tax form yet. And so you want to do that. That way you can get paid, because until you fill out your tax form, you can't get paid. And then you can also go to settings and change your picture. And what that does is, so when you are on your actual website, which is your first name, last name, .itworks.com, or it's maybe your first name, last name with a 1 or a 2, in case there's like an Ashley Smith 1, Ashley Smith 2, a common name usually has a 1. And you can when you go to your website, your picture that you put on your eSuite will actually show up on your website. So it's kind of makes it a little more personalized for you. And then you can also, just FYI, I know that 8 numbers are a little annoying, but that username, you can change it. How you do that is you just log into your eSuite, go to settings, and then you're going to go on the left-hand side and it's going to say login, and you're just going to click that and you can change your username. Once you do that, if you change your username, it's going to change it for all of the apps too. So if you log into Connect or you log into Samples, you want to do your first initial and last name, then you're going to use that username always. Your ID number is still yours, but then you can change that username so you don't have to remember those 8 numbers. But let's get started about what the first goal. This is the fun part, because we all most of us start out and we're starting to make money. It's not, we don't join because we have money, we join because we want to make money. And so I know that when I started, I wanted to use some of these products and I didn't have money to do that. I mean, we were really struggling. The $100 was a lot for us, but I wanted the products, and I didn't have a shopping spree when I started. And so I'm super jealous that you guys have this opportunity. But in your first 30 days, you guys can get a $150 shopping spree, and you can use that on any of our products. You can pick some of the products. So go to your website and kind of snoop around there and find some that you're like, ooh, that one sounds good. I want to use that, and write a few down, because you're going to be able to use the $150 shopping spree to get the products for you to use. And what's great is that you can start using whatever products. And if it's a product, for example, like hair, skin, and nails, you can take a before picture of yourself. And then after 2 months of using hair, skin, nails, you can take an after. And now you have your own results that you can share with other people on your Facebook, on your Instagram. And it's like now you have your own. Until then, don't worry. We have plenty of before and afters within our team. So many of all the products. I mean, we have countless before and afters. So until then, just use ours and you'll be fine. And then you can get your own. You'll find your favorite products. I have too many of them. I mean, I just absolutely love our products, and there are a lot. So if you're like, oh my gosh, too many products, how am I going to learn about all these products? It's okay. Just take it one step at a time. Get on there, pick 2 products and read about them. And then tomorrow, pick 2 other products and read about them. And then next day, kind of just like learn slowly about them, but don't feel like you have to know everything. If somebody comes to you and messages you and they're like, I want to lose 10 pounds and grow my hair out. All you have to do, if you have no, you're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to help you. Go to the chat and just say, okay, hi, my friend, this potential customer wants to lose this much weight. She wants to grow her hair out. And we will suggest what you should offer her and what you should suggest for her goals. So your first goal to get that $150 shopping spree is going to be to get your first 6 loyal customers in your first 30 days. Okay. If you get your first 6 in your first 30 days, that 150 will be loaded into your account. And you're also going to officially be qualified to earn all of the bonuses the company offers. The one bonus, which is like probably I think most everyone's favorites, is our weekly bonuses. It's a weekly bonus that can be like stacked upon stacked upon stacked. And the way you earn those is by helping other people find out about this opportunity who need it and helping them get 6 customers as well. You help them earn their shopping spree, you get a weekly bonus. So let's just say I enrolled, Hannah just enrolled me, right? So Hannah enrolled me today and I get my 6 customers by this Friday, okay? Well, I get my shopping spree, and thank you, Hannah, for helping me. And guess what? Now she actually is going to get a $150 cash bonus, and that's going to be paid out on the 19th. So she's just going to get that. So you don't have to wait for, your monthly commissions check. You help somebody get their 6 customers, you're going to get paid $150. Now let's say Hannah didn't just enroll me and get me started. She also got Daniela started. And me and Daniela both got our 6 customers each. We both got our $150 by this Friday. Well, Hannah's getting $300 next Friday. So those bonuses can really stack up. They're unlimited. You can get as many as you want. And I always think like, let's say you have a bill and you're like, it's $300. Anybody and everybody on this team will help you make sure that you get that $300 because we're going to tell you, okay, first things first, let's find some people who need this business. And then we're going to teach them how to get their customers. And when you're first starting out, you're like, okay, maybe you've enrolled 2 customers, right? And then you enroll a distributor. You're like, well, I haven't even gotten my 6. How am I going to teach her how to get her 6? Don't worry. We're all in this together and we're going to help you help them. So we're here for everybody. Everybody in here will be, if you're not yet added to a team chat, you will be. And that's where you can kind of go, somebody help me, like SOS. Everyone is here always to help you. And so you don't have to feel like, I don't know how to teach them something, because if whatever you don't know how to teach them, we will teach you how to teach them, and we will teach them also alongside you. So you're never, ever alone. But your first goal is that to get those 6 customers. And then I want to just challenge you guys to, get the 6 and also sell at least 1 sample within your first week. So you can kind of get I want you guys to make money first. So I want you to have some money in your pocket, but just so you can kind of get things rolling. And so make that kind of a goal for yourself. And then you can post about the samples, post in your stories. We will help you with the posts and the stories. We have plenty of story slides for you to use. If you need one, just ask. Anytime, all the time. We actually have story group chats where all it is a group chat of story slides. So you can put those in your stories. And then the next thing I'm going to go into is, because it's like, how do you get these customers? How am I going to get 6 customers in 30 days? Host to post. So host to post is everything. And this is something that came about just about 3 years ago. So when I first started, I didn't have this. It was a beautiful little discovery of networking. And it has entirely changed this industry and our business and this company. It's just something so huge. There is if you go to YouTube and you're going to type "It Works Global," and then you're going to go to their videos and you're going to scroll down a little bit. If somebody hasn't sent this to you, they can. So if you can't find it, just ask for it. And you want to watch the host to post training. And you want to watch it like twice if you don't get it the first time even. and write down questions so that you can understand it entirely. Essentially what it is we have, so let's go ahead and do Elizabeth. Elizabeth texts me and says, hey, can you post on your wall for me? Would you mind supporting me? I'm gonna send you a post. That's all. You just have to copy and paste it on your wall. And I'm like, sure, absolutely. So she sends me a hair, skin, nails post, and she doesn't know any of my friends, but I have 500 friends, right, on Facebook. I post for Elizabeth, and 4 of my friends comment for more information on hair, skin, and nails. Well, Elizabeth is gonna message those 4 people, and had I not posted that, she would never have even met those 4 people. So you're opening yourself up to somebody else's network and being able to reach out. And what's great is they want to get the information. They're commenting because they want more info. So you're not bugging people. You're actually messaging them because they're like, yeah, I want longer hair, or yeah, I want to lose 10 pounds, or yeah, I want to try the lash and brow serum. You know what I mean? So this opens up your network into somebody else's network. So let's say you have 3 people post for you. Those 3 people have 500 friends each. That's 1,500 more people that could have eyes on your product, okay? Or your opportunity, because you can also have people post about the opportunity, not just the products. You can have them post something like, hey, my friend is looking for a few people who want to work from home. And so let's say your friend posts that, and now you have all these people who you get to message because they're all looking for a way to work from home. But Hostable is just great, and you're gonna be able to also, so let's just say Desiree. Let's say Desiree posts or has me post for her, and I get 10 comments. Well, I hope Desiree offers me the opportunity, because obviously my network loves these products. And so it's another way to show other people like, hey, people are interested in this. I mean, Desiree could sign them up, and Desiree says to me, well, I mean, I could sign them up, or you can be a distributor and you can sign them up. And it's offering that, and that's going to build Desiree's team, and she's going to have a distributor. So now, and she's got 10 comments, she's going to get all her 6 customers, and you know what I mean? So it not only opens up the avenue of getting those 6 customers, but it also gives your network a chance to see that they might actually want to do this too. So watch that Hostbus training, and then after you watch that, make sure that I want you to set a goal, like whatever time you watch it. Now try to watch it, it's early, it's Sunday. This is totally doable today. If you can watch that video as soon as possible today, make it a goal for yourself to get at least 5 people to post for you. I'm gonna put, or if somebody on here, one of these girls will be able to do it. If you want to do this, you do want to do this. So you want to get 5 people to post for you today. There's 2 ways you can do this. You can post on your page about a giveaway. Now talk to your enroller about that. She'll give you the post, because there are 2 different teams on here, 2 different giveaways. So make sure that you're posting about the right one. Talk to your enroller about the post for the giveaway. You can post about the giveaway and then message the people who want to get entered in, or you can just go and ask people. And that message is the one I want somebody, if somebody can put that in the in the chat. It's just a random message that you're just saying, and I'll read it to you. So you can just go, let's say you have a couple Facebook friends, and you know, they're just like we call some people the chicken noodle soup list. They're the people who, like, if you're sick, they're the ones who are going to bring you chicken noodle soup. Go to those people first, and all you have to do is message them and say, hey, I hope you don't mind me asking, but I wanted to ask if you'd mind supporting me by throwing up a post on your wall. As a thank you, I'll be entering you into my weekly giveaway. I'd appreciate it so much. And then I'm not reading that part, because depending on whose team you are, there's 2 different giveaways. And then, can I send the post over to you? Super simple. We used to, when HostPost first started out, we didn't even really have giveaways. We were just asking, like, hey, do you think you could put this post on your wall? And people were doing it for nothing in return. So know that if people were doing it for nothing in return, you offering that incentive of a giveaway, or maybe you want to just give away one of your coffee samplers, and you're like, hey, you want to do your own giveaway. You could do the team's giveaway plus your very own for your people, and you could say, I'm going to give away a Skinny Brew sampler. Drop an emoji if you want to get entered, and then you message them. And you're like, hey, I'd love to get you entered in to win this Skinny Brew. All I ask is that you post on your wall for me. Do you think I can send you a post real quick? Would you mind? And then they message you back, and you get your goal today. I want to set that goal for 5 for you guys to get up today by the end of the day. So that means 5 different people put up a post on their wall for you. Talk to your enroller about what post you want that person to put up. Go to your chats, text your enroller, whatever you need to do so that you know exactly how to follow it. I'm going to lead that into making sure you guys download the app called Boards. Everyone uses it. And what's really great about Boards is that anything, all these messages, like they're essentially the same. Now, we don't like to be that copy paste person. Every conversation is going to be personal. You want to have real, genuine conversations with people. But there are messages that you can't really say any different. And so you might as well have one script, which is asking somebody to post for you, because there's no really personalization to that. It's just, hey, can you put a post on your wall? And what's great is we have this app and we can send you our boards. So for example, I have this, it's going to seem a little confusing until you actually use it, but this board has all of these certain messages that I constantly use. They're just consistently, they're the same all the time. And when you go to message somebody, you can add it into your keyboard here. And so when you go to the Boards app, you're going to have those right there in your keyboard. And what's cool is when you just tap one of them, I'm going to turn that screen down a little bit. When you tap one of them, it puts the message up right away for you. I'll do that again just so you guys could see it. I'm gonna send my mom a random text to post for me. So I just do this. Boop. There's the message, and I click send. So you don't have to worry about what to say. You don't have to figure it out. We've got all of that for you. With that said, though, make sure you're reading all of those. So when you put it in, if you have a board that's like shared to you, and let's say it's shared by Ashley, and Ashley shares her board to you, it might say, hey, this is Ashley. Go into your Boards app and edit that for yourself. Edit it to your name, edit your information so that it's your personalized thing. Not all of them need to be personalized, but some of them. So make sure before you click send that you kind of have read that little message. I always like to read the message anyway, because I am in a conversation. And so maybe the automatic message says, the hair, skin, nails is $36, and that's all it says. But the girl said, how much does it cost, and do you think this will help me? I'm not just going to say, send that message and go, it's $36 or whatever. And I'm going to answer her question. I'm going to tap that button. And then before it, I'm going to start typing, yes, I absolutely think this is going to help you. I think you're going to love it. Let me give you the price. It's $36. Okay. So you can add to the messages. You can tweak the messages a little to make it a flowing actual conversation with the person you're talking to. Okay. What's next? Let's see. Your enrollers. So everybody on here who has enrolled a distributor is going to be like, hey, so we have all been in that place where we are new. Okay. And we're like, and we enrolled our first distributor or our third or our seventh, and we're still nervous. And I think that it's kind of scary to just kind of put yourself out there, especially if you meet somebody online and they join your team and you don't know them. And so look at them all. I see Marna's like, what's she doing? I want you guys, if you're new, I want you to get your enroller on a FaceTime or a Zoom with you. And I think that that's important. And if they haven't yet, don't hate them or anything. They might be just scared of you, just like you're maybe scared of them. We're all like, people. Don't worry. I want you guys to ask them, because I think it's really important for everyone to create, Ashley's laughing, to create a relationship. It's important for you to know us. And I think that is, people join for the money, but they stay for the team. They stay for the connection. They stay for that relationship. And that is something that you're going to find. It's really cool. It's like, it's a family. We are literally a family here. And so get your enroller to set up that FaceTime with you so that you can get to know them, and definitely take part in the chat, ask questions, answer questions. Maybe there's a newer person than you next week and they're asking a question that you asked today and you know the answer now. You can answer them, because that gives you a practice of cross leadership where you're able to start going, okay, I'm able to start teaching people this stuff that I'm learning, Make sure that your enroller has also added you to a team chat by a certain time. If it's like a weekend, you better be in a chat. If you aren't in a chat yet, they might just be waiting. I usually wait. Like, I think Kristen's like, yeah, I'm not in the chat. Sometimes you're not in the chat right away because the person wants to just make sure you're good before they toss you into the jungle. So make sure you're added to the team chat, and then you want to be added to a few pages. There's going to be your team page. Now, you might be part of a team called Freedom Over Fear. And if you are, you'll be added to that page. And there could be another page if your enroller has another page, but that is a main chat with Rachel Jones, who is an Ambassador Diamond. And then you also have Dream Team, which is also another Ambassador Diamonds team page. And so you might be part of that one. And that is with Lachelle, and she is also Ambassador Diamond. And then for my girls, I have the team page called Encore. So if you're on my team, you're going to be part of Dream Team and Encore. And those two pages are the ones you want to make sure you are 100% part of, because mine, Encore, is a little more intimate, but Dream Team has our giveaway, and it has a place where you're going to be able to earn a Boss Babe Bible. It has our host to post giveaway entries. It has everything that has to do with like all of the host to post stuff. And then there are a few other pages that you want to tell your enroller when you're ready for them, because it's a lot of pages and it's like, whoa, why are you adding me to all these things? Tell them if they add you to too many, just be like, I'm gonna get out of that one. Add me in like a week. It's okay to not want to have all the pages right away, but I want you to know what you can be added to and just get added to them as you wish. We have a page called I'm New, Now What? And this is a page for somebody who has a green personality. If you don't know what color personality you are, it's kind of fun to figure it out. And you can figure out your color personality. A green color personality is somebody who is very attentive to details and loves to read about all of the fine print, likes to have that real step by step type of thing. If that's you, that page is perfect for you. It is set up. It took a long time. I'm super proud of it, but it was so much work, but it is down to the like bones of exactly what you need to do. It is 10 full days and they're in units. Okay. So it's like your first 10 days. You can jump on that page anytime and just go through them. So let's say you've been in for 7 days. You can go to the first unit, read it and go, well, I did that one. And you can click done. And then you can go to the second unit. If you've done all those, then click done. But it'll give you kind of a way to go, okay, let me make sure I've done all the things I should do. I'm on this day. I want to make sure I've gotten all my like T's crossed and I's dotted. You can get added into that. And I don't know if anybody's on Freedom Over Fear. I don't know if anyone is part of that. So if you are a leader on Freedom Over Fear, let me know so that I can add you so you have the access to that. But that one is great for if you want that detailed stuff. The other thing that you might want, maybe you don't want that. You're like, too much. Nope. I just need simplicity of just what do I do? Then maybe you want a task list, a daily task list. It's really good to have what we like to call a 6 list. And we have we have tons actually. We have so many lists that are out there. And if you go to one of your team pages and you just type daily tasks, you're going to see search daily tasks, the word in your team page. You're going to see so many posts with so many different types of lists and so many different types of options. There's one that we have right now, and it's called our March Madness checklist or task list. And this is an option for you. It's got different tasks and you can mark in the days. And so if this is kind of your style of how you like to work, use this one. We also have a KPI tracker, and that is in our eSuite under Document Library. It's called KPI tracker. That one is similar to this, but it has a different layout, sort of a different layout, and different tasks. Or you can just make your 6 list. And a 6 list is just going to be the 6 things that are your non-negotiables. Like, I'm going to get this done. Maybe you wake up early and you get it all done in one hit. Maybe you stay up a little later, you get it all done. Maybe you dabble in 20 minutes here and then 20 minutes there, but you make sure that before you go to bed, those 6 things are done. I always want people to know that, this business, like I said, you can work it on your own time, but I never want anybody to feel like they need to spend every waking second of their free time doing this, because you might burn out. And I want you to know you have the freedom to have fun. Okay. Like, know that you can have a life still. You're not going to be strapped to your phone now. There might be months where you're going for a bonus. You all are eligible right now to go get a $5,000 bonus. And there might be that month where you're at the end of the month and you're like, I got to get this bonus. And you are like, husband, sorry, we're getting this 5,000. And you're sitting there on your phone and you're jamming and you're just like, I'm going. I'm not looking up. I'm not showering. I'm going to be smelly for 6 days. Whatever that is, you might have those days. But I want you to know it's all right if you want to go hang out with your kids or go hang out with your husband. Don't feel like guilt. The best way to not feel that is by making sure you're intentional with whatever time you do want to dedicate to this. Okay, what's next? Okay, I already told you to FaceTime with your uplines. That's cool. Let's see. The weekly trainings, I haven't given you those yet. Let me make sure I've got everything else. Post about samples, things that you just want, that I'm wanting your enroller kind of to remind you every day. And this is not just them. Everyone who enrolled you, anybody who enrolled you, they may have a team, and they may have a big team. They may have a lot of people. So I want you guys to know that if you're not getting an answer right away, make sure you're using the chat, because we do have a lot of, there's a big team, and I never want anyone to think that their enroller doesn't care about them because they didn't respond right away, or, that we're just ignoring you. Sometimes I might ignore you, but not because I'm mean, but because I know you can find the answer, and I want you to look for it. Because I think that that's something, when I first started, I asked Lachelle, I said, hey, how much is our cleanse? And she was like, is your e-suite broken? And I was like, oh, I get it. I should probably go look myself, because it was something I could figure out. Now, don't spend 20 minutes trying to figure something out. If you can't figure it out, come ask us. Say, listen, I cannot figure this out. But also use that chat, the chat that you're in, because there's always somebody, who's going to be able to answer it. If it's not me or it's not your enroller, somebody in there is going to be able to answer your question. Send screenshots. This is something I remember Joanna was so good at this. Where'd she go? Is she still here? Where'd she go? There she is. Oh, she's driving. Joanna sent screenshots to me like left and right, and it was great. And here's what sending screenshots to your enroller does. We first start out and we're like, I don't know what to say to these people. You're going to get different replies from different people, and you might not know exactly how to reply back. Maybe they ask a question like, is this product okay for diabetics? And you're like, I have no idea. Screenshot it, send it to your enroller and say, how do I reply? And we will help walk you through that. You won't have to do this forever. But for the first little bit, it's so good to use it. Use us. You are not going to bug us. You're never going to bother us. You're never going to ask too many questions. You're never going to blow us up too much. It's like, if you don't feel like you're bothering us, like, you should talk to us more. So send those screenshots and make sure that you use us and let us help you. And eventually you're going to know how to respond. So you're not going to need us all the time. You might need us again. We're always here anytime, but I want you to use us for sure when you do need us. And remember to check the team pages, because there are always those pop-up Zooms here and there. And so you don't want to miss any of that stuff. We have so much content on the pages that you can really just kind of get on there. I remember there were no Zooms. It was when I first started, nobody was doing a Zoom one night, and I was like, hey, I want to learn something. And so I just went to our page and I went to the videos and I just started watching some videos, because I wanted to just see some that they had already done and posted before. And then let's see. Don't get overwhelmed. If you're feeling overwhelmed, or you're feeling scared, you're feeling like quitting, or feeling like this is too much, or I'm not good at this, or nobody wants anything, don't hold it in. Tell us. We need to, we want to know, because we have either been through it or we know somebody who has been through it, and we know how to get through it. I have told my team this for years. I pray for struggles, because I want, the more struggles I have, the more struggles I can get through and teach somebody else how to get through them. And so bring on the struggles. I've had plenty of them. I've had the no's. I've had people quit. I've had, my check's gone down, my check's gone up. It's, it's just, I've been there, and I want you to know that there's somebody who's, wherever you are and whatever challenge you come to, there's somebody who's been there, who's gotten through it. So don't hold it in. Don't not tell us, let us know. And that way we can talk you through it, walk you through it, get you through it, and then you're on to the next step. So, I think that was it. Let me tell you about the trainings. So this is, if you have a paper and a pen or a planner, I'm going to give you 4 that are weekly, every week, never change. And these are 4 that I think you should really make a point to be on or set a time to watch the replay. I'm gonna start with Sunday. So it's this one every week, every Sunday at 1 p.m. Central Time. And the Zoom ID, if you want to write it down, is 238-979-0551. And the password is all lowercase, more. If anybody wants to write that or I can, 238-979-0551. And that is Sundays at 1 p.m. CST every Sunday. And then the next one is actually tonight. So we actually have another one tonight. So I think is she on? She's not on right now. I'm pretty sure these are going to be every Sunday, but as far as right now, I just know it starts tonight. Tonight, we're just doing Central Times. So tonight at 7 p.m. Central Time, right? Yes. We're gonna have Carrie Cressy. This is she is an incredible customer enroller. She enrolls about 40 plus and more average customers per month. Okay, so you definitely want to be on that. And I mean, you're looking to get the 7 customers. You want to hear from her. She's just phenomenal at enrolling customers. That is tonight at 7 p.m. Central. And then I don't know if that's like weekly because she's just starting this tonight. But back to the absolute weekly, we have our team Zoom with Rachel Jones, who's our Ambassador Diamond, and that is at 8 p.m. Central every Sunday. And then I'm going to put the Zoom ID in the chat right now. 751-818-1617. And the password for that, and this is Sunday at 8 p.m. CST. And the password for that one is Jones, all lowercase. Password Jones. And then right after that, like I said, these are all recorded. So if you can't watch it, try to be on because it's way more fun when I get to like talk to faces and people. And it's just better to be like, to me, it's more fun to be on live. But if you can't catch these, then they're always recorded. So always just try to watch the replays. And then after Rachel's team Zoom tonight is what's called our family call. Every Sunday at 9 p.m. Central. Carrie's is, I'm pretty sure, hold on, let me double check. I'm pretty sure Carrie's is also the same as, hold on, the same as Rachel's. Let me just double check though, before I go on. Yeah, the same one as Rachel's. So the 751-818, that's the one tonight at 7. So 7 o'clock, there's Carrie, 8 o'clock, there's Rachel, both are 751 Zooms. Then after that, we're getting off Zoom. We're gonna go head over to Facebook, write down the name Mark Pentecost. It's in the chat, I'll write it. It's M-A-R-K, whoops, not L, okay. And then his last name is Pentecost, Pentecost. That is our CEO, and he is, they're so casual, they're so great. Usually you'll see either Mark, Mike, and Cami on these family calls, and every Sunday, what they are is it's like they get on, they pump you up, they tell you about promotions, any sales that we have going on, so you're like in the know of like what's happening with our company, like any of the stuff that's going on. So definitely get on to Mark Pentecost page, go to his page now and turn on notifications and you'll get notified when he's live. We also somebody always shares the live to the chats or to the team page. So you're always gonna be able to find it, but it's usually a half hour long and you just get to watch him live. If you miss it, you can go right back to his page anytime and rewatch the live. And something I like to know things, I like to hear it from the person. Like I will, if they have an announcement and it's 7 in the morning because they do it at 10 and I'm on the West Coast and I didn't wake up and I missed it, I don't even go to my chats. I'm like, I don't want to see it. I want to hear it myself because I think it's exciting hearing it like from them. It's kind of fun. You're like, it's the anticipation. They do really good with like leading up to things. So you can always watch the replay of the family call on Mark's page by just going to his page and going back to that post. And then the other one that's every week is on Tuesdays. And this is at 7 p.m. Central Time. And that is a team Zoom. So it's like this, except for I just talk about stuff. I interview somebody, I will give you tips, I will talk to you about what maybe what's working. I might interview some of you guys on there. Like if you get your first 6 customers in a week, I don't want to like deter you from doing this because you're afraid that I might like make you get on a Zoom. But if you do get your first 6 customers in a week, I might say, hey, do you think I could interview you on Tuesday? And that way you can tell them how you got it. So I might, ask some of you to interview you. I might interview some diamonds. If you're like, hey, I really like this person. I love her post. Can you interview her? Just tell me and I absolutely will. So those are our like the 4 plus carries, main ones that I want to make sure you guys kind of write down. And then there are other ones throughout the week. There's and they're all posted on the page. I don't want to like go through all of them because like I said, I don't want to overwhelm you guys. But there are 3 other ones that corporate holds weekly at the same time, same Zoom number, and they're at 7:30 Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. 7:30 p.m. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays. The Tuesday night one is really cool. It's Cami Pentecost, and she goes live or does a Zoom, and you'll get the Zoom ID number. Like I said, it's the same for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But for 15 minutes, you can invite other people who want to learn about the business, and she's going to tell them all about it. They can just hop on the Zoom, and she gives them the spiel and kind of closes the deal for you. That's Tuesdays. And then Wednesdays, they have a newbie Zoom, so you can absolutely hop on that. And they'll just kind of go over all this stuff that I'm going over. They might go over some other stuff that I don't mention here. So you can always hop on that if you are not on another Zoom or there's not another Zoom that you want to be on. And then on Thursdays, same Zoom number, I'll put it in the chat too. Thursdays, they have a sample training, which is really cool because they'll give you all the tips and tricks on how to sell your samples. And just an FYI, so you have those 7, in your kit that you just got, you can always get more. So you can get more samples. You can buy 5 samples for $35, and then you can sell those each credit, 5 credits for $20, and you're going to make $65 profit. You can always buy more samples. If you're on, I know I'm losing a few people. I'm almost done, guys, I promise. If you have sold samples, put comment in the chat and let us know. Because I know that I see, I know Marna and Kendra and you guys, there are people who know what they're doing. There are some girls who sell like $1,000 worth of samples in a month. That's crazy. And if that's the way you want to do it, you can do that. You can absolutely sell your face off with samples. So don't feel like you shouldn't get on that one, because I really suggest getting on it, because I know the girls doing that training are killer. Let's see. Okay, bye Jennifer. Okay, and then that is pretty much it. Otherwise, just check the pages, and if you are like, is there a Zoom on right now that I could hop on, just go to the chat and ask. Does anyone have any questions? I'm gonna go through this real quick. Sleepy tea is good. It is super good. It's minty. I actually tried it cold, and I like iced tea. The sleepy tea is delicious. It's like mint. It's like a minty hug before bed. Let's see. Yes. Host post is amazing. Sorry, I have to go. Okay. Poor Nydia. She left a while ago. Okay. I think everyone's good. Oh, one more, if you are like, what's Boards? The Boards app, so you know what it looks like when you download it. This is the logo. It's just white. Whoops. It's just a white. Come on, Chantel. Go away. There we go. It's just a white square, and it says Boards right in the center. So that's what you'll be looking for. I think that's everything. You guys good? Oh, I did not put the other Zoom in the chat. So I'll do that real quick just in case anybody needs it. The Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday one. You'll never forget the password. I told that to Kristen last night. So this is the Zoom for the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the one with corporate, and the password is 8675309. So you'll never forget that. Oops, I just sent it directly to iPhone, whoever iPhone is. Let's see, everyone, let me send that again. Copy, and there we go, paste. And then again, the password 8675309. All right, so that one's for the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, and then tonight we will see you at 5 o'clock, hopefully, if you can get on Carrie's. And let's see. I don't know who iPhone is. Hopefully you guys can get on Carrie's. And then right after that is our team one. And then it's the family call. Super exciting day. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and we'll see you tonight. I'll post a recording in just a little bit. Okay, bye.